Hi guys! In this lesson, we will start discussing developing a privacy strategy. Now that the framework through which the organization will organize its privacy requirements has been identified, the next consideration is the privacy strategy. Essentially, a privacy strategy is the organization's approach to communicating and obtaining support for the privacy program. Personal information may be collected and used across an organization, with many individuals responsible for protecting this information. No one solution mitigates all privacy risks, and there is no one-size-fits-all strategy that can be adopted. There are positive benefits to implementing a privacy strategy in today's environment, among them management's growing awareness of the importance of protecting personal information and the financial impact of mismanagement. With that said, getting buy-in at the appropriate levels can still be difficult. The first major step in building a coalition of supporters is to conduct informal one-on-one conversations with executives within the organization who have accountability for information management and/or security, risk, compliance, or legal decisions. From these conversations, you should start to get a sense for which executive will serve as the program sponsor or champion for the privacy program, or whether an executive is even necessary. The program sponsor should be someone who understands the importance of privacy and will act as an advocate for you and for the program. Effective program sponsors typically have experience with the organization, the respect of their colleagues, and access to or ownership of a budget. Final budgetary decision makers are the preferred program sponsors, but if they are unavailable, it is best to obtain approval from executive management closest to the organization's top executive. Frequently, sponsors function as risk or compliance executives within the organization. Sometimes it may be chief operating officers or chief information officers that serve as program sponsors. A privacy champion at the executive level acts as an advocate and sponsor to further foster privacy as a core organization concept. The second step, with the support of the privacy program sponsor, you should plan to conduct a workshop for the stakeholders who will support efforts to develop and launch a privacy program. This is an opportunity to ensure everyone has the same baseline understanding of the risks and challenges the organization faces, the data privacy obligations that are imposed on it, and the increasing expectations in the marketplace regarding the protection of personal information. The third step, once the importance of the privacy program has been established, key internal stakeholders may form a steering committee to ensure clear ownership of assets and responsibilities. Now let's discuss about governance models. We have centralized, which will leave one team or person responsible for privacy-related affairs. All other persons or organizations will flow through this single point. Often this single point is the Chief Privacy Officer or CPO or Corporate Privacy Office. Now second, we have local or decentralized. This has fewer tiers in the organizational structure, a wider span of control, and the bottom-to-top flow of decision-making and ideas. As a correlation, the organization is likely to run on less rigid policies and wider spans of control among each officer of the organization. The wider spans of control also reduce the number of tiers within the organization, given its structure a flat appearance. One advantage of this structure, if the correct controls are in place, will be the bottom-to-top flow of information, allowing decisions about lower tier operations to be well informed. For example, If an experienced technician at the lowest tier of an organization knows how to increase the efficiency of production, the bottom-to-top flow of information can allow this knowledge to pass up to the executive officers. The third model is the hybrid. A hybrid governance model allows for a combination of centralized and local governance. This is most typically seen when a large organization assigns a main individual or department responsibility for privacy-related affairs and for issuing policies and directives to the rest of the organization. The local entities then fulfill and support the policies and the directives from the central governing body. Members of the privacy team may also sit locally, for example, with regional compliance hubs in large multinationals. Each region may have a privacy manager who reports in, let's say, to the local management and or the CPO at the global level. In establishing this overall organizational privacy model, one must consider the organizational structure as related to strategy, operations, and management for responsibilities and reporting. The privacy professional should know how each major unit functions and should understand its privacy needs. The following is a short list of those roles for both large and small organizational structures that could be part of the privacy team. And this is the CPO, the privacy manager, privacy analysts, business line privacy leaders, first responders, for example, incident response team members, data protection officers, including those for whom privacy is not their only responsibility if applicable to the organization.